So I'm sure that he ain't gonna change. He's gonna be who he is, and again, he don't bother me. I don't think 2 seconds about none of that because he's not on my level. You know what I mean? It's like he's not talking about business. You know what I mean? It's just giving his opinion, trying to promote his son. I don't agree with. Floyd told me many years, probably go 25 years ago, that what kind of person he was. But initially, I'm just being honest, I didn't believe him. I had to see it for myself. Yeah. And my description of him, he's a horrible person.
Leonard Ellerbe has not only exposed Floyd Mayweather in his latest interview, but he's also stirred up controversy by revealing highly confidential information about Floyd's finances. The former CEO of Mayweather Promotions confirmed Mayweather's debts and bankruptcy issues, shedding light on the financial troubles that reportedly kept him stuck in Dubai last year, troubles that appear to have resurfaced.
American dream, man. You got 55 cars, 40 girlfriends.
Well, actually,
you're a billionaire now, right? Come on, let's salute this billionaire on stage.
But how many years ago you was broke? When I say broke, you ain't have a lot of money, you was just barely making it.
Ellerbe exposed Mayweather in a way that left fans wondering if he was on a personal revenge mission against the man who had fired him from his role as CEO. If you recall, around this time last year, Gervonta Davis had confirmed that Floyd was being held back in Dubai, and that turned out to be true. He was reportedly released on the condition that he'd settle his debts within a year, or else return to Dubai to reassess the situation. In a recent interview, when asked about Mayweather's current financial status, Ellerbe initially tried to dodge the question. However, the interviewer insisted that his answer would help clear the air, prompting Ellerbe to speak up.
Floyd had posted that you was no longer a part of Mayweather Promotions. You care to say anything about that?
There's nothing to say other than I appreciate the opportunity to do something amazing. We had an incredible run, and I'm forever grateful and thankful. Blessed.
Yeah.
Blessed.
Yeah. That's
blessed.
I love to hear that shit. Yeah.
According to Ellerbe, Floyd Mayweather failed to pay off his debt and had to return to Dubai to honor the agreement he made. His trip happened to coincide with a wave of controversy, including false reports about buying a $42 million mansion in New York, unpaid debts to multiple jewelry stores and organizations, and looming tax fraud allegations. While it might seem like he was trying to escape, that's far from the truth. In fact, his situation in Dubai is reportedly much worse. He owes several jewelry stores and is entangled in complex tax issues there. His debts in Dubai allegedly run into the hundreds of millions. Once he deals with the legal and financial mess over there, he'll still have to face the consequences awaiting him back home.
Which he's done a good job thus far. But then sometimes there's a line that you cross with some of the things and you turn some people off.
To the surprise of many, Leonard Ellerbe revealed that he left Mayweather Promotions due to Floyd Mayweather's financial misconduct. I had to walk away because of how badly things were being handled, Ellerbe admitted. It was heartbreaking, but necessary. Floyd has made a series of poor decisions, and I've been on the receiving end of far too many of them. I just couldn't keep going. It had gone on for too long.
Number of years, and I'm like, what is it about him that sort of reviews?
He's always been jealous of Floyd. He's always been jealous of Floyd, and if that ain't obvious, I don't know what it is.
Reacting to Ellerbe's claims, fans quickly took to the comment section. Many pointed to Mayweather's extravagant spending habits, noting that it's not uncommon for athletes to go broke after retirement due to reckless spending and poor financial decisions. Some also speculated that Floyd exaggerates his net worth, since his entire brand is built around the image of immense wealth. One fan remarked, "It's more about how insanely he spends. A lot of athletes lose everything after retiring because of bad investments and flashy lifestyles." Another fan commented on Floyd's stay in Dubai, saying, "It's not really about being trapped. Only his main passport would be flagged." He could leave if he wanted to. In the UAE, it's not unusual for employers to hold on to employee passports. My guess, he had a fallout with someone in the royal family, and that kind of dispute has serious consequences.
Just barely making it.
Today, I ran all the way here
Why?
because I couldn't even buy a bus ticket.
That's crazy.
But you still had 55 cars.
No, I don't.
What happened?
Well, I bought myself some crack
Dang.
and then more crack.
Speculating on the real reasons behind Mayweather's trip, a third fan weighed in. There are actually several reasons he might be stuck there. First, there are allegations of money laundering. Second, he reportedly lost a massive amount of money at a casino after hitting his credit limit. When he tried to leave Dubai without settling the debt, claiming he'd write a check or issue a letter of obligation. The casino owner allegedly had the police intercept his plane, preventing him from leaving until the situation is resolved. Meanwhile, a trolling fan took a jab at Floyd's social media lifestyle, mocking him for living a flashy lie despite his financial troubles. He should be called Floyd No Money. Mayweather now, he's broke, they wrote. From showing off on social media to spending big on women, he's blown through his fortune. Now, he's stuck in Dubai, owing the wrong people money, from superstar to half a star.
Not with the disrespect thing, that's just something I don't get into. Floyd's a legend in the sport. He's accomplished everything in the sport, beat everybody's TBE.
The former CEO of Mayweather Promotions revealed that Floyd Mayweather had greatly overestimated the earnings from his last fight. According to him, Floyd was only released from custody because the exhibition bout served as his last-ditch effort to pay off looming debts.
No, none of these guys are like Floyd. Floyd was.
However, Ellerbe revealed that Floyd Mayweather only made around $20 to $25 million from the fight, far less than the amount he owes in Dubai. This financial shortfall is reportedly why he's pushing so hard to lock in an exhibition bout with Jake Paul. If he fails to repay what he owes after all this time, things could take a serious turn for the worse. What makes Ellerbe's claims even more baffling to fans is that Floyd continues to flaunt a lavish lifestyle, showing no signs of slowing down to.
I love bringing the people into my lifestyle, showing the people how I live. Now, I know you guys see me on a regular talking about real estate. Well, lately, I purchased 62 apartment buildings in New York City. And what I need you guys to do, slide over and check out the photos. It's not all 62 buildings, it's a few buildings, but guess what? All the buildings belong to me. I don't have no partners. And all the retail down low on my buildings all belong to me.
Leonard Ellerbe has faced heavy backlash from fans, with many accusing him of being a traitor for leaking sensitive information about Floyd Mayweather since parting ways with Mayweather Promotions. However, what most people don't realize is that Floyd was the one who betrayed Ellerbe first. Long before Ellerbe began exposing Mayweather's misdeeds, it was Floyd who acted unfairly. Although Ellerbe initially kept quiet about Mayweather's financial troubles and controversies, he eventually broke his silence after leaving the company. Since then, he's reportedly been working against Floyd, even going as far as providing federal agents with details about.
Guess what? You can do the same. It's all about making power moves.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
And I'm pointing like this because all of them, we're in New York City right now. We're in Manhattan. That's what we do. Come
While Rick Glazer also backed the claims, Floyd Mayweather's public appearances led many to believe the allegations were either false or that he had somehow negotiated his way out of the country. However, Leonard Ellerbe has now insisted that Mayweather was indeed held in Dubai, and that his release came with strict conditions, most notably the freezing of all his bank accounts until his debts were repaid. Ellerbe's former role as CEO of Mayweather Promotions gave him insider access to this information, which he claims he knew even before Gervonta Davis did. According to Ellerbe, although Floyd may be appearing to move freely and has returned to the U.S. at times, he is still effectively tied down.
All this money made. No partners. All by myself. Over 1,000 apartments. I'm just getting started.
While Leonard Ellerbe did not provide further specifics on Floyd Mayweather's detainment, several leaks in recent weeks have given boxing fans clues about the situation. According to these leaks, Ellerbe revealed that Mayweather was given a massive sum of money at a casino, only to lose it all in a gambling spree. Since there are no legal casinos in Dubai, it's believed that he was at a private casino. As a result, Mayweather's private jet was reportedly surrounded by police. And when he attempted to leave, his funds were useless at the Dubai airport due
Just out of curiosity, bro, you said that Floyd was kidnapped by the Abu Dhabi folks. Any comment on that?
And again, like I was just saying, again,
Mayweather's detainment in Dubai meant he could move freely within the city and live a lavish lifestyle, but he was restricted from leaving the country. To ensure he didn't escape, Dubai authorities stationed security agents around his private jet. It's widely believed that Floyd owes a massive amount of money, likely in the hundreds of millions, and is paying off over $20 million in debt monthly. Instead of making strategic moves to address his financial problems, Mayweather has continued his extravagant lifestyle, which has only piled on more debt. Dubai has a reputation for holding Americans captive if they owe significant sums. And this situation has raised eyebrows, with the media remaining unusually silent about the rumors. Even the White House has not commented on the matter. Meanwhile, Mayweather has been getting into deeper trouble, particularly with his former protege, revealing his questionable actions, including allegations of scamming people in Mexico. Leonard Ellerbe's revelations about Mayweather's financial instability line up with other rumors, such as those shared by Gervonta Davis, who claimed the veteran boxer is being held hostage. Ellerbe, who had always been tight-lipped about Floyd's affairs, has now become a key source of information, breaking his silence.
I want to talk a little about big news came down yesterday. Leonard Ellerbe no longer in at Mayweather Promotions. Seems like that's happened a couple times over the course of the years back. Because I remember years ago I was thinking Richard Schaefer was going to take over, but now apparently that is happening. Thoughts on Leonard Ellerbe making his way out?
I think Leonard is still in a good position, and I don't think that it was any animosity.
After leaving Mayweather Promotions, Leonard Ellerbe has ventured into a new field, making his mark in the rapidly growing world of women's college basketball. His first move in this lucrative arena paid off almost immediately. Ellerbe attended a press conference in State College, Pennsylvania, to announce the transfer of one of his clients to Big Ten rival Penn State. As McMiller's advisor on NIL, name, image, and likeness deals, Ellerbe is now playing a key role in shaping athletes' careers off the court. Ellerbe was the face of Mayweather Promotions for 17 years, helping to promote all of Floyd Mayweather's pay-per-view fights, including the highly anticipated 2015 bout against Manny Pacquiao at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas. However, he parted ways with Mayweather last June after years.
And Leonard, I just think that it was just time for him to move on.
Of course, Leonard is very wrapped up in PBC type stuff here with this promotion and everything that they do. Do you think that played any part in him leaving Mayweather Promotions?
I guess it could have played a part. I mean, if you're in between promotions, you're working with one and you're not working with the other.
The Mayweather-Pacquiao fight generated over $600 million in total revenue and set a U.S. pay-per-view record with around 4 million buys. Despite this massive success, the former CEO of Mayweather Promotions found himself at the center of a situation that eventually led to his departure. Floyd Mayweather confirmed Ellerbe's exit via an Instagram post, and his role was taken over by Richard Schaefer, the former CEO of Golden Boy Promotions. One fan commented, "Hey, it's about time people start defending this guy. For years they haven't. Seen the bigger picture, but I've been talking trash about him for so long. Just because he was Tank's promoter, people blindly loved him without really understanding."
I mean, yeah. So I mean, but I don't think there was no, like I said, I don't think there was no animosity or anything, because even Floyd always spoke as, you know, he would always say that, you know, when Al Heyman has fights, you know, because he can always get his fighters on Al Heyman shows.
I mean, do you think it was a little difficult for Leonard being in a tough spot, because obviously very close to Tank here, and then
one fan had a peculiar take saying, "I'm not sure why, but his facial hair always looks so off to me. I can't explain it. It just never looked real. Because of that, I've always disliked the guy." Another fan reminisced, "It's crazy that Ellerbe has been with Mayweather Promotions from the very start. I still remember when he was promoted from Floyd's head masseuse to CEO. He took that masseuse role so seriously, even licking his lips as he massaged Floyd's head in the corner." The last fan had some harsh words for Ellerbe's replacement, stating, "Mayweather Promotions won't move forward without Ellerbe. He was the heart of the operation and things aren't going."
of course we know Floyd and Tank had their ups and downs, so mostly downs recently.
Yeah,
so do you think that was?
Yeah, that makes it tough. That makes it tough. That makes it where, you know, he basically, because a lot of times friends want you to pick sides. But, I mean, Leonard's smart enough not to pick sides.
Schaefer has faced significant setbacks over the past 8 years. If you track his actions, it's clear he's struggled. He failed to secure TV coverage for the WBSS from the start, which should have been an easy win. His 2 promotional companies were both huge failures, and all the fighters he signed saw their careers take a hit. It's almost like he's a baseball player stuck in a strikeout streak, so when the news broke about Ellerbe's departure, it came as a complete shock to everyone. Ellerbe had been Floyd Mayweather's close confidant from the very beginning of his boxing career. But with Mayweather Promotions facing difficulties in recent years, it seems
not to pick sides, and he just kept it business.
It seems like Mayweather Promotions has kind of, over the last few years, not had the place of prominence that it had previously. Do you think that was part of it too, or it seemed like it's kind of more of an afterthought at this point?
Well, I mean, I just think that
amid all the turmoil, Floyd Mayweather's uncle, Jeff Mayweather, provided some insight into how Leonard Ellerbe managed the strained relationship between Gervonta Davis and Floyd. While Mayweather has occasionally criticized Davis since he left his promotions company, things had escalated to the point where Davis even spread rumors about Floyd being stuck in Dubai. The two began openly attacking each other on social media. In response to a question about the situation, Jeff acknowledged that it was incredibly difficult for Ellerbe to navigate. However, he pointed out that often friends want you to pick a side. In Ellerbe's case, Jeff noted, Leonard wisely chose to stay neutral. Leonard is smart enough not to take sides, Jeff said. He just stayed.
I mean, got to a point where, you know, I started hearing a lot of young fighters saying that, they're not getting fights, you know, and
Jeff Mayweather acknowledged that the situation could have played a role, saying, if you're caught between promotions, working with one while not working with the other, yeah, it could affect things. But I don't think there was any animosity or anything like that. He clarified that Ellerbe's reluctance to part ways with Al Heyman ultimately led to the split between him and Mayweather. Floyd had often mentioned how, when Al Heyman had fights, he could always get his fighters featured on Al's shows. Although Jeff emphasized that there was no bad blood between Ellerbe and Mayweather and that they remain on friendly terms, he noted it will be interesting to see how Mayweather Promotions performs under Richard Schaefer's leadership.
Blame for that? I have no idea. But, and so basically, if you're not getting work, you gotta do something.
Floyd Mayweather initially shared his decision to part ways with Leonard Ellerbe on social media. However, after several misinterpretations from fans and boxing professionals, the undefeated boxing legend chose to go live to clarify things. Before the live session, he had posted an old picture of himself with Richard Schaefer on Instagram, along with a caption announcing the split. The Instagram post read, Mayweather Promotions would like to extend our deepest gratitude to Leonard Ellerbe for his exceptional leadership and unwavering dedication over the years. Leonard has been an integral part of our team, contributing to numerous business endeavors that have played a pivotal role in the success of.
So what do you think about, Richard Schaefer obviously tightening the sport for many, many years? Do you think that was a good move for Floyd?
I think
Jeff Mayweather also discussed an internal issue that may have contributed to the split between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Leonard Ellerbe. He mentioned that many young fighters at Mayweather Promotions had been complaining about not getting enough opportunities to fight. According to Jeff, this was because Ellerbe had been spending more time with PBC, neglecting his main responsibilities. I'm starting to hear a lot of young fighters say they're not getting fights, and who's to blame for that? I'm not. Sure, Jeff said, his concern evident. If you can't get work, you have to do something about it. That's all for now. For the latest updates on news, moments, events, and happenings in the world of boxing, stay connected by subscribing to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you're alerted when we release new content. Until